Hey guys, what's going on? It's xdeadlysmoorex here, and welcome back to part 8 of our Monster Hunter World Let's Play. In the last episode, we attempted to try and capture Zora Magdaros, but unfortunately, we failed due to that bastard Nergigante foiling our schemes. So, yeah, and it made a new, I guess, area in quotation marks, or like pathway for us called the Great Ravine, which in the main quest we're supposed to go and do an expedition in, but in today's episode we're not going to be doing that. We're going to be hunting down a Rathian, and I did say in the last episode that we were going to be doing the Wyvern egg quest as well, but I did a bit of like a test run of how I felt like it was going to go last night, last night at time of this recording, and the Rathian on that quest was being a bitch, so I'll do that off screen instead. But to make up for that, I will be showing you guys the arena, doing an arena quest today. So hopefully that'll make up for it. So if you guys are excited for today's episode, make sure to hit that like button and let's get into it. I'll show you guys my room. I know I showed you last episode, but it's got like the pets in it now, or the endemic life form. So as you see on like the ceiling and the tree, we've got wild spire geckos that you get in the wild spire waste. And here are the ones I was looking out for every time we went to the wild spire waste. These are pilot hares. I love them. They're really cool. To me, they look cooler than the shepherd hares do, but the shepherd's hares look cool as well. Over here are the pots which don't have anything. I'm probably, when we get to the coral highlands, I'll probably get the elegant coral birds and put them there. I might see if I can get like the gloom geckos or something and put them on the ceiling. So it's a bit of a nice change. So also on the rug you can put paratoads, sleep toads, soldier hermit, iron helm crabs, soldier helm crabs, and that kind of stuff. And here is my aquarium. We have 2 gastronome tuners, and as you can see right at the back, we've got 3 burst arawaras. Now there's a massive gastronome tuner in the way. Yeah, so it's a bit of a spice up for it. Looks really nice. I did originally have 4 gastronome tuners in there, but I thought the burst arawaras add a nice bit of colour in there as well. So, hey, I love the little things in this game. So I will also that's that done. A quick disclaimer: I did record this episode earlier on today, but me being the idiot I can be sometimes, my mic was off the entire time. So I have already fought the Rathian, and I have got parts of it. I did manage to get a plate as a reward, so that's really good. So I won't have to grind it a lot to get that plate for the longsword I need to make, or the second version of the longsword. So there we go, royal relocation. No, I won't use the voucher this time. So, because I don't need to, because I've got the plate. And yeah, that's the one we want. It gives us less health but more stamina by again attack up medium, so there's that. That's always good to have. I know I skipped it, but because I want to show you what the Rathian weapon and the Rathian weapon I want, and what the Rathian armor looks like as well. So over here, you can't make a Rathian insect glaive, but you can make a Rathalos insect glaive, but we won't be getting that for a while, believe me. So here we go, Wyvern blade leaf. This is what it looks like. It's just basically a Rathian longsword, and it looks really cool. It's poison affiliated, which is always a plus for me. I always like hang on a minute. I always like weapons that give me like status ailments like paralysis, poison and sleep. Those are always a plus for me, but also elemental ones are really good as well. Whoops. So this is Rathian. I want to show you something, guys, first. Oops, no. I can make that. So this is what this is what it looks like, obviously with the Anjanath thing on. So it looks pretty cool, right? It's not. I wouldn't say cool. It looks like a decent armor set, right? Size of the fucking skirt on this thing, jeez. That's the one thing, because on my offline one I did make the Rathian armor. That's the one thing I didn't actually make, was the coil, just because it just seems so like restrictive and like not that good, in my opinion anyway. If it was like a smaller sort of waist, I'm talking like I don't know, like that, if it was like the Kodachi one, then I would have made it, because that actually looks really cool. Obviously not actually looking like the Kodachi, so it's got a little tail, that's pretty cool. But like it looked like a Rathian one, that would be pretty cool. Because in my floor one I actually had this, which is a really cool set, because it was double poison attack level 2, health boost, recovery boost, and blindness. That was always good to have. It was a nice armor set, but that's not what I'm making. And I'll show you the Rathian gear for the Palico. Looks nice. I'm still keeping the Anjanath staff on. So yeah, let's go hunt us a Rathian. Let's take a drink. Do we have that's fine. Flash pods are useful when you're going up against Rathians or like any flying Wyvern. They're always good to have. I've got that there just in case we run into, I see like a giant like wet fish or something that's not there. No. There is the way you'll know if you've got like a giant version of like a pink Paraxis or a wet fish or a sushi fish, like the giant versions of them, is if you see like their fins sticking up from the water. That's a clear indicator that you've got a giant one. The Rathian will always come out, if you're fighting in the World Spire Waste, it always comes out of that part there, always, 100%. Nice, it's going to roar. No, it's not going to roar, that's good. Don't need you to roar just yet. So, the fight itself, or actually I'll get into the fight in a minute. So what do I think of the Rathian as a whole? I mean, it's not in my top 10 favourite monsters. I don't even think it'd make top 15. It's not, and it won't go. It wouldn't even go in my top 10 or top 15 like least favourite monsters or as well. It's kind of, honestly, after a while, it's kind of just there. To be honest, its weapons are cool. You don't get to make a lot of them. It's only really the Rathian. I think, if I'm off the top of my head, this is just, as I say, off the top of my head. Obviously, you can make the Rathian longsword that I showed you guys, but I think the only other one you get, the only other ones you can get, like Rathian weapon-wise, is a Rathian charge blade and a Rathian bow. Oh god, you also quick side note for the fight, do not get hit by that tail spin that she just did, or that tail flip. It will poison you. So the smart thing to do is go straight for the tail in this fight. Any like monster that has a severable part, which is mainly just the tail, you want to focus, because it limits their attack range for a little. It limits like some of their attack range on some of their attacks, which is always good. And in the case of the Rathian, it can't poison you anymore, so that's a massive plus. Unfortunately, the Rathalos has poisonous talons and you can't cut those off. So yeah, you have to deal with poison throughout the fight with the Rathalos. But I like what the Rathian, like, I guess, represents in terms of like Monster Hunter stories. Not in this game, but mostly I think in like 3 and 4 Ultimate. This is the first like monster you fight that feels like an actual monster, because it's a Wyvern, and Wyverns are dragons, well, small dragons, but still. And it's a legitimate challenge, or at this point of the game, it's a legitimate challenge. trying to fucking sharpen it, bitch. So, and it's quite at the point where you are, it's quite an accomplishment to take it down. So that's good. Also, as I say, its armor is decent, not too bad. It's kind of has like two of the same things as Puki's, which is the poison resistance and the poison attack. But that makes sense considering they're both poison monsters. But going back onto how I feel like it represents, like, it's not as big as accomplishment as taking down a Rathalos, because Rathalos is notorious for it's a very like 50-50 monster. Some people love it, some people hate it. I know someone that absolutely loves it. And I know, not personally, I don't know the person that absolutely hates it, but I know someone that doesn't actually like Rathian or Rathalos, or its subspecies. So that's the one thing. Sometimes with monsters you don't like, you won't like their subspecies, because it's basically them being a lot stronger. Oh my god, no, not this again. But yeah. So I keep getting sidetracked. So, as I say with the Rathian, it feels like you've accomplished like quite a bit, because this is a 4-star like low rank quest. So this is when the monsters start getting a lot tougher. This is your introduction to the monsters being tougher, and once you take it down, you feel like, okay, you actually. I'm tripping over my words, but what I'm trying to say is, you feel when you take a Rathian down for the first time, you feel stronger. It's at the point in the game where you feel, oh, I'm actually starting to feel a lot stronger. I can do this. I can take down tougher monsters now, and that's like one of the best feelings that Monster Hunter can give you, in my opinion, anyway. It's the same feeling I get. It might not be for you guys, but it's what it feels to me. It's the same feeling I get with like Rathalos, because Rathalos is a hell of a lot stronger than Rathian is. Like, trust me, it's a lot stronger than Rathian is. It's just like you beat a Rathalos, and it's like, yes, okay, now I can take on even stronger monsters. I think that's the good thing about Monster Hunters. They have like what I like to call landmark monsters. So for me, Rathian's a landmark monster. Rathalos is a landmark monster. What else would I classify as a landmark monster? Like the flagship monsters in each game are, or I'd also classify as landmark monsters. So like in World, taking down Nergigante, yes, Nergigante is like practically endgame stuff, but well, it is actually endgame stuff. But it's like, okay, I just took down like the main monster in this game, like the main antagonist in this game, and that's a great feeling. Well, so yeah, like flagship monsters, say Nergigante in World, Seregios in for Ultimate, any of the Fated 4 really in Generations and Generations Ultimate. Also, the Lagiacrus in Monster Hunter 3 Ultimate. That's another one. Also, I'd say like the first Elder Dragon you take down would also be a landmark monster. I mean, except in this game, because it's Zora Magdaros, and I don't. That's just me, but I just don't feel accomplished when I take down Zora Magdaros. I feel like, thanks, that's over now. Don't have to deal with that boring shit anymore. Oh, okay. That's an attack you need to watch out for, because if you get stun locked, or not stun locked, if you get hit with that 3 times, you will be stunned. Because it happened to me before. And it's not a nice thing. Like, getting stunned. World is notorious, as I said before, for like stunning you like frequently. Oh no. There we go. Oh my god. Give me... Go on. Flip. There we go. Got that one. Oh. You're just gonna run around, yeah? Thank you. You can do it again? Nope. Can you, like, stop running around, please? You're very energetic today, Rathian. I've never had a Rathian run around as much as this one has. Okay, I'm just trying to think of other stuff I can talk about, like regarding Rathian. What do I prefer? Like, out of the two, Rathalos or Rathian, what one do I prefer? Rathalos, 100%. Just because its fight's a lot harder than Rathian's is, because you got a lot more stuff to watch out for. And the gear you can make from Rathalos, honestly, is some of the best gear you can make in any game, any Monster Hunter game. Because its fire weapons are really cool. Its armor is some of the best, especially its subspecies like Azure Rathalos. And like most of the weapons from the Rathalos tree or weapon tree look really cool as well. Like its insect glaive, I remember off the top of my head. Not the standard one, but like when you actually get, I think it's the third one in the Rathalos insect glaive tree, the blade is actually like colored like hot metal would, like if you're forging like a blade or something, and it's got that like, and it's got like that orange color, that's what the blade looks like, and it's really cool. But a thing I can say about Rathalos and Rathian's weapons is I love how they okay, let's take Rathian. The longsword. You can make you make the standard Rathian longsword, and then once you get to fight its subspecies, the pink Rathian, then the blades and the handle the blade becomes pink, like for the pink scales from the pink Rathian. And then once you fight the gold Rathian, it then becomes gold, which is I love it when so that was it. So there's your Rathian. Not a bad fight, not a good one either, just as I say, just there really. But yeah, and also with Rathalos, it's I can make the blade now, so that's good. Rathalos is, it's got so you got standard Rathalos weapons, which are like the red scales with it, and then you get Azure Rathalos where the stuff becomes blue, and then Silver Rathalos where it becomes silver. I just love it when it's just the little details to weapons like that really like go a long way for me personally. It's all about personal taste really. So yeah, that's as much as I can say on Rathian. So let's see what we can get as a reward for these. I swear if I get another pair, I'm going to be so happy. I didn't get another plate, but doesn't matter to me. Doesn't matter, I got the plate I needed. Oh boy. No. So, and now after that, we're going to go up to the arena. I can show that off for you. We only have 3 arena quests. The Puki Puki, Kuliyaku, and Rathian. I'm not going to do the Rathian one because you've literally just seen me fight one. I'll probably do the Puki Puki one.
Hey partner.
Because I like Puki Puki.
Expedition out in the Great Ravine. I'll tag along.
Yeah, I'll make the blade, obviously. And I'll have that on my back. Oh boy. Let's go.
How's your gear holding up?
It's holding up fine. I just need a new longsword, mate. Where is it? There you are. Oh, actually, no, I realise I'm going to have to hunt it again. Yeah, equip it. I'm going to need to hunt it again. Because I think there are some weapons you can forge, like, straight from here. Like, you see this, the Wyvern blade I can forge, like, straight from the, oops, sorry about the mic bump there, guys. You can forge it straight from, like, I don't know, it's like a base thing, which is really good. So I'll add that to that. I need that again. Because how you get the Rathalos weapon is you need to forge it from the Rathian longsword, and I want to get both Rathalos and Rathian's weapons, so there you go. To the gathering hub. Arenas, I haven't before I did that failed recording episode. I haven't touched arenas in ages. It's not that I don't like them. It's just like I'm more focused on.
How's the hunting?
Like I'm more focused on other stuff. That arenas just kind of I kind of forget about it. So you see, I hunted the Kuliyaku with the dual swords. We're gonna hunt the Puki. Arena quests they're fun. There can be a challenge as well, because you don't go into it with your gear. You're actually given I think it's four different weapon classes, and you're given mismatch armor as well. Oh yeah, you're just given armor that Capcom just provide to you. It's not randomly generated, so give me Rathalos gear. What the fuck? Hell yeah, Lumu stuff. Oh, fuck Lumu. Diablos. What the fuck? You see the Zichi Yaku stuff, like for the switch axe. That's the next gear I'm going to be making, and then there's Puki stuff. Absolutely not. Fucking hell, give me this. Give me Rathalos gear, boy. And I got an attack charm for it as well. Come here. So I'm using a greatsword in this one, which I've used greatswords in Monster. I used them in 4 Ultimate. Yeah, I love me a greatsword. It's a giant fucking sword. What's not to love about it? It does. I think it has the highest base power in terms of like melee or the highest base power of any weapon class in Monster Hunter, I believe. The drawback with it is you move very slow, but that's fine considering the power you get when you use these things, the great swords. The one I'm using, this is the Great Jagras one. Oops, that was a bit silly. Oh god, move. Yeah, they're fun. Greatswords are always fun for me, because you feel the impact when you use a greatsword, especially when you land like a fully charged hit on a monster's head. Or do you feel it? Because at the point it's like, not this kind of one, but it's like you land a fully charged slash or a slam onto a monster, or you start to feel sorry for the monster. Like this. Boom! That's the one thing that's good about greatswords, is their just base power is just so fucking good. Yes, I am going to be... You'll see this armor later on, with it obviously being Rathalos stuff. I am going to make it. I can't actually reach. That's really annoying. I generally can't actually reach. That's super annoying. Come on, Puki, down you get. Raw! Ow, poisoned. I don't have antidotes, I don't think. I do have antidotes, that's good. Oh, I got paralysis, nice as well. So yeah, I don't... It's not that I love arena... like, replaying arena quests now, I do love them because they give you a nice challenge. The last arena quest I remember doing was the, the Devil May Cry, oh shit, that's me. It's the Devil May Cry event. Oh, I'm stunned as well. Thank you for that, Pookie, by the way. Where you could make like Dante's like weapon and armor. That was a fun event because that was... Oh, I ran out of stamina. Fucks. Oh my god. I'm being stupid, guys. Just let me be stupid for a minute, because I'll never claim to be like the best Monster Hunter player. That's just not me. I make mistakes. Everyone does when they play this game. Everyone does when they play the games. If you go, I've never made a mistake when I play Monster Hunter, you're fucking lying. Because sometimes it's not. Most of the time it is down to you whether you get hit or not. But sometimes monsters do have janky hitboxes, like Nergigante. I'm not saying Pukey does, because it kind of doesn't. But then sometimes the RNG can be an absolute bastard and just decide it wants to spam one attack over and over again that can get you killed. So yeah. And then sometimes it's not down to the monster, just sometimes you make a bad mistake that can get you killed. That's just me. That's just my opinion, really, mate. All down to my opinion. So yeah, if you're like watching this Let's Play expecting masterful like plays or like hunts, no, it's just not going to happen. I'm just here to play games for fun. That's what I do. That's just me. Never been a hardcore gamer, though I've been gaming for practically most of my life. Just not a hardcore one, really. Casual on me. And that's how I like it. Disrespect, just sharpen that in his face. Come on. Die already. This is really interesting because the Kule Yaku one, it kind of gave me... It didn't give me shit ones. It didn't give me the Rathalos gear or nothing like that. There we go, paralysis. That's good to use. Paralysis, nice, always good. Here we go, come on, can I land this? This will do mad damage if I can. Oh, there we go. I love it. Landing that attack in world is just so satisfying. Because it's like the riskiest attack you can use with a great sword. And most of the time it gets interrupted by either a monster attack or the monster just roars at that time. Ah. Didn't think it was going to hit me, but... Come on, you comedian piece of shit. Let's go. Also, never like when you do arena quests, the you'll never get monster pieces from the quest, from like arena stuff. You'll only like even if you carve it, you'll just get first aid meds, which makes sense. Because otherwise you just like abuse arena quests. So yeah. Can't really say much about Pukey because we've already hunted one and I said everything I needed to there. Yeah. I'm just trying... There we go, took it down. I'll show you what I was talking about. If I can carve it right now. Come on, let me carve. Even though it's pointless. Yeah, so you just get first aid meds. That's all you get. You don't get any materials or anything for it. Which I think is fair, because, as I say, otherwise you just perform arena, like, abuse, really. So you can just get the materials without having to, like, without, like, much of a challenge, really, because you're basically using someone else's armor set, really. But that will do it for today's episode. So, for a quick recap, we hunted down a Rathian. It was fairly easy, and then we we took on an arena quest where we took down a Pukey with a great sword while wearing Rathlow's gear. So if you guys enjoyed today's episode, make sure to hit that like button. Also, please be sure to check out my Trails of Cold Steel Let's Play, where we completed 3 side quests for the Thor's Military Academy festival preparation that's going on. So if you're messing up my intro now, outro even, just all over the place today, guys. So yeah, if you enjoyed today's episode, make sure to hit the like button again. If you are enjoying our Monster Hunter Let's Play series, make sure to subscribe as well. If you're a fan of JRPGs, RPGs, or the Monster Hunter series in general, make sure to subscribe as well, because hey, that's what I do on this channel. I've got a few projects in the work lined up, so hopefully you guys are on the lookout for those and will enjoy them when they come out. Because of how I'm recording, because I record straight off of my PS4, if there are some games that I won't be able to record, and that sucks. But hey, it's not the game's fault. It's not really my fault. It's just the limitations I have at the moment. So yeah, but with all that PSA out of the way, this is xdeadlysmoorex, and I shall see you guys next time.